What's up, fellas? It's your boy Schema back with another episode for the Dynasty. Here to talk about what games will go over and under. Is it going to be a grudge match, defensive battle, or is it going to be a shootout with a lot of points? Couldn't do the show alone. Got your boy Bino on the show rocking with the Patriots. What's going on, Bino?
Not much, man. Not much. High stakes around the corner. Cut them audibles out, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all now. Cut them out.
I feel you on that. We also got another guest on the show. We got the Bus rocking with the Washington football team. What's up, Bus?
What's going on, man? Xpert. You in the building. Let's go.
All right, fellas. First game of the week. We got, this is week 12. We got the Dolphins and the Panthers. Coming into this game, the Dolphins' offensive line alone has only given up 9 sacks. And the Panthers' offensive line alone has given up 18 sacks. All right, Bino, what's your take on this game? Over and under?
I think this game is going to be over. I think the Panthers have a shoddy defense right now, and I think we're about to see a resurgence of the old GOAT tight work coming back with that Dolphins team. Got an all-star, backfield, crazy good skill positions. You just got the team that should win this game. I don't expect tight to lose this game, but I do expect it to be a shootout. So I got this game going over with the Dolphins taking the W.
All right, good take. All right, Buzz, what's your take?
Man, Dolphins at Panthers. I'm gonna piggyback off my man Bino when I'm gonna say this game gonna be over, but it's gonna be a lopsided win for Mr. Tight Work and them Dolphins, man. I think you're gonna see a lot of complaining from C-Rob and oh man, why this receiver ain't put his hands up, why he overthrowing the ball. The overthrown ball is gonna turn into interceptions from a man Tight Work. And he just gonna take it back to the house. So this gonna be a lopsided win for the Dolphins, man.
All right. Both of y'all like the over, but you know what? I'm gonna go opposite. I like the under. Coming into this game, Tomlinson and Mayfield of the Dolphins at quarterback have been sacked 14 times, and QB Beach has been sacked 20 times. That means only good protection in the backfield in terms of tight end and the running back, but I think Tightwood might get maybe 7 sacks this game. I think he'll control the game, but it's going to go under. I don't think the Panthers will score enough points. Like you said, I see a lot of long throws, and the comeback routes ain't going to work this game. So Seawald going to have to dig into his bag of tricks. I like the under. Moving on to the next game, we got the Jets and the Saints. The Jets coming into the game, the offensive line alone has given up only 11 sacks, and the Saints offensive line has given up 15 sacks. Okay, Buzz, what's your take on this game?
Man, well, I'm gonna take another over on this game, man. The Saints aren't really playing well. I think a lot of players from the Saints are out there playing 2K, so they're not really focused on football right now. and the Jets got that mid blitz that he like to sling all game. So with the pressure coming from the Jets onto the Saints, there ain't gonna be no marching. Gonna be straight Jets flying. I'm going with the over again.
All right, good take. How about you, Bino?
Yeah, I would have to agree. To take it a little bit further, just for the take, I got the over and the Jets winning the game. But to take it a little bit further, I got the Jets defense scoring 14. So I really think the Jets is going to cover the over by himself, just because of the pedigree of player, that he is, and he know how to use her. Especially in the pass game, he gets you one-dimensional, and then it's almost a wrap if it's third and long. So I got the Jets taking this one. I got him covering the over, but the overall game is definitely going to be over 56.
All right, good take. There's a very strong chance this game going over, but I wouldn't bet on it. I must be thinking about defense too much. Because Squire, I'm not sure we're going to put up enough points. But Squire defense sometimes shows up. So I got it going under. Now, keep in mind, Rosenberg has been sacked 15 times. So the Jets are doing a good job picking up the blitz. And also QB Lane for the Saints been sacked 19 times. So that means he's only been sacked by a blitz or something like that 4 times as well. So look for the Jets to get rid of the ball, but I'm going with the under. Because I think the Saints probably might score 10 points at most. So we'll see what happens. Moving on to the next game, we got the Steelers and the Bengals. The Steelers, the weakest team in the league for week 10, or shall I say year 10, has given up 30 sacks at this point. And also, the Bengals offensive line has given up 19 sacks. All right, Bino, you NFC. How do you see this game going?
Yeah, I'm AFC, but I definitely got this game going over. I think this is a divisional game where they both know each other. And you know, I think Taz's offense can show up at a drop of a dime. And I think the Steelers has shown in the past that he's competent enough to put up points. So I really got this game being a shootout. Both of them averaging, you know, around 25 to 30 points a game, really. So we'll see, man. I got this game going over, not by a lot, by like 57 combined. And that's a stretch. It's really a toss-up. But I think the Bengals is going to pull this one out. Just with the way that Taz plays against the Steelers. He knows this guy. They see each other twice a season. So I got Taz taking it out. This game is going slightly be over. That's my take on this.
All right, how about you, Buzz?
All right, now this one I gotta disagree with my man Bino. I think it's gonna be under. I don't see Steelers, you know, stealing too many points or even stealing the game. So I got the Bengals going. I got the Bengals. I got it like 38-13, man. 38-13. That's my pick. So it's gonna be under that 56, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree. I have to agree with Buzz. And I agree with Bino too. It's a hard one to take. It's not what you put your rent money on, because you know, Dawson and Weiner of the Bengals, you know, the QBs for the Bengals have been sacked 33 times. You know, Steelers must have made a trade or released somebody, because shows there's 2 QBs he got now have been sacked 24 times. They're probably gonna get sacked some more. Steelers can show up at times in spurts. He has the worst record right now, you know, but I like the under. I don't see too many points coming in this game. If they're gonna come, man, it's gonna have to be like some pick sixes or whatever. So we'll see what happens. Moving on to the next game, we got the Vikings and the Bucks. 2 guys that could see each other in the playoff. Vikings offensive line is giving up 12 sacks. The Bucks offensive line is giving up 11 sacks. All right, Buzz, you NFC. What's your take on this game?
Man, this gonna be this a tough one right here. I know about the Bucks. He has a high potent offense, man. Like to throw. But when you're looking at the game, man, it might be like 11-on-1, because the Vikings only like to throw to one guy. That's Mr. Carmichael. So I don't think Carmichael can put up 40-something points by himself. So I think it's gonna be a collaboration of, you know, points coming from defense and offense. I'm gonna go over, but I think the Bucks gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go over, but the Buccaneers will come out with this win over the Vikings and Carmichael.
Okay, Bino, what's your take?
See, I had to disagree. I got this game going under. I think the Vikings defense is underrated against a powerhouse offense. I think this is a playoff matchup. I think we will see this matchup hopefully in the playoffs. I think we get the preview now. This might be game of the week. I don't know. I might be putting my foot in my mouth, but I got this game going under. I got the Bucks pulling it out because for some reason he know how to persevere and be able to run the ball if he need to, pass the ball if he need to. So if the Vikings make him one-dimensional, I think he has a card in his back pocket to pull out. But on the contrary, like you said, Buzz, the Vikings only throwing to one person. But I think in this game, he's going to have to spread it out in order to be effective. Yeah. I think this is definitely a playoff matchup. I really don't know who's going to win, but just based on history, I got to go with the Bucks. I definitely think it's going to be under, man. It's going to be a defensive matchup for sure.
Gotcha.
Okay, good takes. Keep in mind, QB Love of the Bucks has only been sacked 12 times. And now you say his offense is potent. That's one of the reasons why. He protects the quarterback. QB Hudson of the Vikings only been sacked 20 times. You know, so he might want to tighten up in this game, because the Bucks, they do a pretty good job getting after the quarterback too. So we'll see what happens. But I got the Bucks taking this game. I don't think the Vikings gonna be too quick to hit the Bucks in this one here. You might have to think a little bit before you go into this game and really get set. So we'll see what happens. I got it going under, and I like the Bucks. All right, moving on to the next game, we got the Browns versus the Ravens. The Ravens has only given up, for his offensive line, 14 sacks. The Browns are giving up 26 sacks, and he's undefeated. You AFC, Bino, what's your take?
Okay, let me just say something. Shout out to the new users. All right, because looking at this game between y'all lost 3 games as we speak right now. Right, the Browns is 10-0 as we speak right now, and the Ravens is 7-3. Great job, y'all. Let me just point that out. It is going to be different when you play the AFC East, but for this particular take, I got this game going under. I think it's going to be another defensive matchup. I think, that the new user Ramsey, he's showing he can put up points, man. He know how to use that team. And I think Dub is finally catching his stride. I think he finally catching his stride with the Ravens. He got 7 wins on the season, so I really don't know who's going to win. But I'm going to have to take the Browns with the W. I got this game going under. I think it's going to be a defensive divisional matchup, and it should be an exciting game to watch.
Okay, boss. What's your take?
Hey, I'm pouring me a glass of milk right now, and it's spilling over the cup. This is gonna be over, man. And my man Jacob, as my man Bino said, is 10-0. So y'all remember that movie Jacob's Ladder? It's a horror film. This is gonna be a horror game for the Ravens, man. The Ravens are not gonna stop Jacob's Ladder and the Browns, bro. It's over. Matter of fact, his game was already over. I see how Dub plays. The way Dub plays, it's not gonna help him versus the Browns. This is not. So I'm going over. This is gonna be an ugly game, man. Get your popcorn. I'm gonna have my lights out, my blanket, screaming as the Browns keep scoring versus the Ravens, man. It's ugly.
All right, good takes. I'm about to agree. I like the over. This might be a game you put your rent money on, because I'm telling you, Burrow has been sacked 33 times, one of the most sacked QBs in the league. The Ravens QBs between Jackson and Donald have been sacked 18 times. What that's telling me is the Browns is coming in with no respect. He's going for the juggler. Either he's going to wind up and wait for the big play to happen or get sacked. So you better get your defense ready. I got the Browns in an easy game. This is the Ravens' second time playing the Browns. Hopefully come better, but I don't see it. I like the over in the Browns. Next game is Packers and the Falcons. The Packers O-line has given up 17 sacks. The Falcons have given up 13 sacks. All right, I'm coming to you, Bino. You just played the Falcons. What's your take?
Yeah, man. I think this one's gonna be over, bro. I think Freight came in and he's doing good things with them Packers as well. Like you said, I just played the Falcons and his offense can actually show up, and his defense is not as bad as people would think. I really think this game's gonna be over simply because the weapons that the Packers has and the way his offense moves. And I think the Falcons can combat that and potentially have a shootout. So I got this game going over. Not really sure who's going to win. I don't even want to call a winner. I'm going to just call it a toss-up on this one.
Okay. How about you, Buzz?
I'm going under, man. I'm going under. But it's going to be... Hey, this close. I'm going to go under, but it's still going to be a blowout. You know what I'm saying? I see the Falcons maybe scoring 13 points, and I'm gonna get the Packers around 32. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give them 32. I'm taking the Packers and with the win. Some cheeseheads are still grating cheese on there, and I ain't never seen a Falcon eat cheese, so I don't think it's gonna happen.
All right. Coming into this game, QB Moeller of the Packers has been sacked 19 times, and Kovacs of the Falcons have sacked 15 times. Not too bad by those two organizations. I got it going under. You know what? I know Noop is mad. Noop had a chance to beat the Patriots in a bitter loss, a late game pick, and he lost. Noop is mad. I'm going with the upset. I got the Falcons taking down the Pack in an under type game.
All right, listen, before you move on, that's why I got this game over. I think Noop is going to be mad. I think his offense is actually going to come out and score some points, man. I'm telling you, I think it's a shootout. That's just what I think.
That's going to be interesting, man.
Hey.
So you putting your money on this one?
I'm going to lock it in to consider it. I ain't going to put my foot in my mouth yet.
All right.
All right. Moving on to the next game. We got the Colts and the Jags. The Jaguars' offensive line has given up 15 sacks. And the Colts offensive line has given up 17 sacks. Okay, Bino, you familiar with the AFC? What's your take?
Yeah, I think this game's gonna be under for sure. I think these two users know each other really well. The Jags is clearly defensive centric, and the Colts is showing something different this year to where he can win games without scoring that much. So I think this game is gonna be under. I think the Colts might pull it out, man. I think this might be the season the Colts lead the division. But yeah, it's gonna be a tight one. I'm not really sure of the exact score. I just think it's gonna be defensive centric, so I'm gonna go under on this one.
All right, good take. What's your take on this, Bus?
Hey, I'm going with Bino on this one, man. I think it's gonna be under. It's gonna be a real close game. But I think Randy will win. It just depends on which under shows up. If the under shows up that cares and wants to win, he'll win. But if he just comes in just pressing buttons, it's gonna be Randy taking this.
All right. We all agree on the under because I do as well. Tua, who was acquired in the offseason by the Colts, has been sacked 19 times, and Hitchin and Coleman of the Jaguars has also been sacked 19 times. I like the under in this game, and I like the Jags. I think the Jags defense is playing really good down the stretch, so I'm gonna go with the Jags in the under. Moving on to the next game, you got Mr. First Down Machine, the Texans, versus the Bills. Texans have only given up 16 sacks, forced the offensive line. And the best offensive line so far this year is the Bills. His offensive line is only giving up 5 sacks. I'm going to say it again. 5 sacks. Bino, you know this guy. What's your take?
Yeah, they only giving up 5 sacks, and they averaging 135 yards on the ground per game. Right? I got this game over. Yeah, I know my whole division, man. You know that. I got this game being over. I think it's going to be lopsided. I think the Bills are going to take this one. They should win this game. Like you said, that first down machine is going to allow the Texans to have more opportunities to score more points, which is why I think it's going to be over for sure. I do think the Bills might score around 40, 41, 42 points, which would allow the Texans to score that other 14, 15, 17 to kind of push it over. But that's the extent of the score, I believe. I got the Bills taking this one, and this game is definitely going to be over. You can lock me in on this one.
All right. How about you, Buzz?
Man, the only thing that's the same about these two teams is traditionally like the colors, the blue, red, and white. But these teams are going in two totally different directions. Well, the Texans are still stagnant. They're always at the bottom, and I don't see any improvement in the team. So I think this will be over in a blowout. I think the Bills are just gonna run up and down the field on the Texans, man. And yeah, ain't really not too much else to say about this one. I got Bills in a blowout, but I ain't locking in on this one though. I ain't putting my money on it, but I got the Bills in the over.
Well, coming into this game, Watson and Brooks, who played a little bit as a total, they have been sacked for 27 times. The Bills, Gleason has been sacked 9 times, so only 4 times somebody was able to blitz him and get to the quarterback where it wasn't the offensive line's fault. I'm going under. Some reason I think Maurice might control this game, and I see about maybe like 3 interceptions, maybe in the red zone to stop it from going over. So we'll see. Because Mr. First Down Machine, when he gets into the red zone, tends to struggle at times. So we'll see if he's able to put some plays together and get some touchdowns. So let's move on to the next game. We got the Washington football team versus the Rams. The Rams have given up 16 sacks, as a, forced the offensive line. The Washington football team, which seems to be a top 5 offensive line as well, has given up only 8 sacks. All right, you want to talk about your game, Bus?
Well, first of all, we need to make sure this game get played. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna make sure I reach out to him early, see if I can get this game on the schedule. But if it does get played, I'm totally looking at the over. I mean, the Washington football team just came off their first loss of the season, left a bad taste in their mouth. So they got to get back on track and get focused. So the Rams have no shot at winning this game. Take the over, put your money on it if you want to win. So I'm going with myself, man. Like Bino, I ain't gonna bet against myself.
I heard that. Well, you're doing a good job with your team. QB Wilcox only been sacked 12 times, and Herbert of the Rams been sacked 21 times. So we'll see who wins that game. Bino, what's your take?
Yeah, I would have to agree. And I'm not going to put my money on it yet, but I'm definitely going to have to agree. When you look at the defensive stats of the Washington football team, you can't pass the ball and you can't run the ball, and they're averaging 4 sacks a game. So it's like, what do you do when you're on the offensive side of the ball? On the defensive side of the ball, Bus is going to control the clock and make the smart plays to limit the turnovers. So I got this game going over. Maybe not by that much, because, the Bus, you like to sometimes control the clock, get the first downs, take your time, play methodically. Considering what you said, though, I'm going to have to go with the over. Got a little bit of vengeance on you, trying to, come back from that first loss.
Yes.
Definitely got to take the over, taking the Washington football team on this.
All right. Good take. I like the over as well, and the Washington football team winning by, a couple of touchdowns. We'll see what happens. Moving on to the next game, we got the Cards and we got the Niners. The Cardinals offensive line has given up 25 sacks at this point. The Niners have given up 17 sacks as a whole. Okay, Bus, you missed the NFC. What's your take?
Man, this will be a game that's played late. It depends on how quick Mr. Bruce can get in contact with Mr. OG and get the game scheduled. But when they do play, I'm gonna go under. I think it's gonna be a defensive game, but I got the Niners pulling it out. I really don't think the Cardinals' mindset is in this season. I think they're really focused on developing that rookie wide receiver they drafted. So if he's caught always, eyeing that receiver, he's gonna be in trouble with Bruce. You know what I'm saying? Because Bruce can actually just shut him down. So I'm going with the under, and I'm taking the Niners to win this game, man.
All right. How about you, Bino?
Yeah, I would have to concur, man. I think this game's going to be under. I think it's going to be defensive centric. In previous seasons, the Cardinals used to have a number one defense for weeks in a row. And the 49ers know how to play defense. I think this game is definitely going to be defensive centric to the point where the defense might score more points than the offense, especially when the Cardinals get into that pass set, with that Arizona playbook, get into that pass set, spread them wide receivers out. That's going to be like candy in the candy store for Bruce. So I got this game going under. I got the 49ers pulling it out in a tough one. And I think this is what's going to bring Bruce into that playoff contention discussion, right? Right now, he's sitting around 500, 6-4, 7-4 around there. So I think it's really going to spring him into that playoff conversation.
All right. Good takes. Kyler Murray has been sacked 41 times. So I don't know what's going on. I think the offensive line may need some help in the offseason. Of course, the Niners, QB Allen and Brackett, been sacked 21 times. I like the under, and I think the Niners will control the game. Cardinals make a late run, try to, come back, and the Niners will hold them off. So we'll see what happens. Next game, we got the Chiefs and the Chargers. The Chargers have given up 12 sacks, of course, the offensive line standpoint. And the Chiefs' offensive line have given up 9 sacks. So in terms of offensive line, this may be, going into this game, these two teams are given the least amount of sacks combined. Okay, Bino, you know a thing or two about the AFC. What's your take?
Yeah, this is a guaranteed shootout, man. This game is going over. Not really sure of the winner. Right, it's just going to be shots all over the game. First quarter, second quarter, everywhere, bro. Both these teams have speedy wide receivers and good quarterback play, really, when they need to, and they really know each other as well. And I think one thing they know about each other, rather, is that they can, score the ball. They can score. They can move the ball. They can get the first downs, right? They know how to make those audibles while we still can to actually get into the position that they need to be to score. So I got this game being a shootout for sure. Not really sure the winner is going to be a toss-up. It's kind of a down year for Styles. Not what we really would expect from SJ either. So not really sure of a winner, but this is definitely going to be a shootout. Circle me in, lock me in on this one. This is definitely going to be my parlay.
All right. I agree. How about you, Bus?
Yeah, I'm a piggyback off of my man Bino and say it's gonna be over. They both have some speedy receivers. They know each other. I think it's going to be about who gets the breaks. I mean, if you watch these games and you be in the PC, I think the one way the Chiefs can beat the Chargers is just keep throwing it deep and getting those amazing catches. That could particularly take Chargers out of his game. But I still think it's going to be over. And I'm gonna go out on a limb, man. I'm gonna take Chiefs to win. I'm gonna take the Chiefs. I'm gonna take the Chiefs to win it, but it's gonna be over. I'm taking the Chiefs to come in and be a spoiler for, visiting the Chargers.
Okay. I like the over as well. Mahomes been sacked 21 times, and QB Spitzer of the Chargers been sacked 15 times. So they pretty good. They're protecting the quarterback at times, unless you blitz them. So, you throw a couple of blitzes, you might can get to them. Moving on to the next game, and we got the Raiders and the Patriots. Could be a fun game. Patriots are only giving up 10 sacks up to this point. The Raiders have given up 13 sacks at this point here. So we could be looking at 2 shootouts. Like we all picked the Chiefs Chargers game to go over. I do like the Chiefs in that game, but getting back to the Raiders and Pats game, what you think about that, Bino?
I ain't got no shootout for this game. The Patriots. This ain't no shootout, man. Shout out to HBO, but this ain't no shootout, man. The defense for the Patriots is gonna be large and in charge on this one, man. But for real, I got this game going over. I definitely think H is gonna put some points up, but so is the Patriots, man. We're gonna let that thing go and we're gonna run the ball. Well, hopefully the MVP running back of the league, George Stewart, we're gonna see. But on the other side, I can't sleep and act like HBO's offense isn't up there, really. He can throw the ball, he can run the ball, especially with that running back that's always falling forward for 4 and 5 yards at a time. So that's something I'm gonna have to watch out for. On the offensive end, when I do have the ball, I have to kind of be leery of. HBO likes to do this thing where he'll call coverage and then back everybody up 10 yards off the jump. I'm just put it out there now. Don't do that against me, because I'm gonna take the underneath, and then when you come underneath and press me down, we letting that thing go, man. So I got the over. I got the Patriots winning this one. Never ever gonna bet against myself. Patriots with the W.
Take notes. Take notes.
All right, Buzz, what's your take?
Man, Raiders and the Patriots, bruh. Hey, I'm about to put the pressure on Bino. I'm gonna take the Raiders in the upset.
Ooh, sheesh.
I'm about to put the pressure on Bino. It's gonna be a close game. And I'm gonna take the under. I'm gonna take the under. Nah. I'm gonna take the over on this one. But I think Raiders gonna win in a close one. And I'm only picking the Raiders to put pressure on Bino. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, H-Bo is a guy you do not want to lose to. He's a guy you just can't lose to. You already know what's gonna come. It's gonna be a video coming about the boom, 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 and he gonna be stretching on the stream. So I'm putting pressure on Bino. Now, Bino, if you lose, do not show back up in the PC.
That's a fact.
Until week 15. I'm telling you, because you're gonna need 3 weeks to recover from this one, man. But I'm taking Raiders in the upset with the over.
All right, good take. I like the under, and I think I like the Raiders in this one too.
Ooh,
I like the Raiders too.
No pressure, Bino. No pressure.
Right. Oh my goodness.
QB Brahma been sacked 15 times, and Schaefer and Stratton of the Las Vegas Raiders been sacked 17 times. So these guys gonna get time to get the ball down the field. Whoever controls the pace gonna win. And boy, the running back's gonna be live in this game here. The running back's gonna be live. So yeah, under, and I like the Oakland Raiders. Moving on to the next game, you got the Giants and you got the Broncos. Broncos have only given up 13 sacks up to this point in terms of the offensive line. The Giants' offensive line has given up 21 sacks. All right, Bus, you play the Giants twice a year. How you see this game going?
Over. Is there anything that says it's over? I need the over. The Broncos gonna kill the Giants.
Interesting.
The Broncos will slay the Giants. The Giants doesn't do enough to score points, I think. He just likes to run the ball. Even when he's down 30, he's gonna run the ball. And I just don't think his defense is good, but I don't think they're gonna stop Sweets and those Broncos. So I'm taking the over. You know, that's what I'm taking.
Okay, Bino, what's your take on this game?
Listen, if there was an over, I would take that. I got to agree, man. This should be a run in the mill game for my man 99. I know Big Homie and them Giants, they probably got a little pride in them, gonna put up a little bit of a fight, but I think this is definitely gonna be over. Not sure if Sweet's gonna cover himself, but I definitely think it's gonna be over between the two. Sweet's taking this one.
Good take, but it's not a game I bet on. Cause like y'all said, the Giants don't score enough points. He's only scored 99 points up to this game. I played 10 games. It's like, oh, hold up here. You averaging less than 10 points a game? And his QB Callaway been sacked 24 times. QB Lock has been sacked only 18 times. That's pretty good. I like the under. I think Sweet's gonna do the scoring. I think gonna be like could be like a 42-7 game, 42-10. It's gonna be hard to get up to that 56 points. That's just my take. But like Buzz said, he's gonna slay him, score 70 points. I'll just take my chances with that. You know, y'all have y'all 70 points, whatever, go over. I'm going with the under. Because I think the Giants, people forget that he does play defense at times. So we'll see what happens. Next game, we got the Bears and the Lions. The Lions have given up 21 sacks up to this point in terms of the offensive line alone. The Bears actually playing pretty good in terms of offensive line, giving up 12 sacks. Okay, Bino, what's your take on this game?
Yeah, I think this game is going to surprisingly be over. I think these two teams know each other. It's definitely a divisional game towards the bottom of the standings, right? Towards the bottom of the power rankings, but still, this might be a very important game within the division, especially for position. I think this game's going to be over. I think that we're starting to see a little bit more from Live to Hustle with the Lions. So I really got him pulling this one out. I see a lot of offense and not much defense at all, man. So I got this game going over. I got my man Live to Hustle pulling it out.
All right, how about you, Buzz?
Man, Lions, Tigers, Bears. Oh my. I think this game will be over. It's gonna be a late night game, man. So I'm gonna set my DVR to catch it. You know what I'm saying? But like, y'all know that verse, that musical state, man. If you ever see a bear, he say, "Help the bear." That bitch gonna need it. Yeah, I'm going with the Lions, man. I'm going with the Lions. I hate to pick the Lions. I don't think he's a very good user, but I think he beats the Bears in a late night game. I think he beats the Bears.
Okay, all right. Coming into this game.
Over in the Lions.
All right, over in Lions. I like over as well. Well, I like the Bears. I'm gonna take the Bears in this one. Preston and Connor of the Bears, for us the quarterbacks, been sacked 21 times. Lions quarterback QB Favors has been sacked 27 times. But I don't think that's going to stop them from scoring and giving up a lot of points. Guys going to be going down the field left and right. So I like the Bears in the over. In the next game, you got the Eagles and the Cowboys. The Cowboys offensive line has given up 34 sacks as a whole. And the Eagles offensive line have given up 23 sacks. All right, Buzz, you play these guys twice a season. What's your take?
Man, I'm gonna go with the over, and I'm gonna take the Eagles. I think the Eagles I beat the Cowboys. I think my man X is kind of getting ready for high stakes. So he might be cruising a little bit. He's been working hard the last couple of weeks, so it may take a toll on him. But I got my man Pope over X in the over.
All right. How about you, Bino?
Yeah, I would have to concur, man. I don't know what's gotten into Pope, but I think Pope done woke up this season. You know, all the talk about the banners in the past, I think he's trying to put a banner up, man, make a playoff push. So I got this game being over for sure. I think it's going to be in shootout because we know what the Cowboys offense can bring. You play one certain type of defense against it, he already knows what he's going to do to beat it. So I really think it's going to be a shootout on both sides, and you got the speed and the crossing routes of them Eagles. So I got the Eagles pulling it out, man. I think Pope is going to continue his playoff streak and try to make some noise.
All right, good takes. I like the Eagles to pull it out too. QB Rhodes has been sacked 30 times, and Paxton of the Cowboys has been sacked 43 times. I like the over, and I like the Eagles. All right, last game we're gonna talk about. You got the Titans at the Seahawks. Titans offensive line have given up 7 sacks, and the Seahawks offensive line have given up 9 sacks. The lowest total by combined teams that's gonna play this week. What's your take on this, Bino?
I got this game being over. I think, the Seahawks is catching their stride, man. We know what that speed can do with the receivers out there and Taft and whatnot. And on the defensive side, he ain't no slouch either. So I think it's going to be crucial for you to protect the ball. But regardless of the winner, I think this game is going to be over. I think the Titans, y'all know how to get them first downs and move the field position when necessary. So if you protect the ball, it'll definitely be a game. But if not, I think the Seahawks might pull away with this one. Since everybody want to take the Raiders over the Patriots, I'm going to go ahead and take the Seahawks over them Titans. Over.
I can't blame you for that. How about you, Buzz?
Yeah, I'm going with the over, and I'm going with them Hawks over them Titans, man. I think the Hawks flying too high for the Titans to see them, bro.
Hey, man, when you look at it,
no disrespect, because I'm on the show, but I gotta keep it real, player.
Hey, you gotta keep it real. Looking at this team, man, you start sweating when you play this guy. You're like, whoa, I gotta go against this. But yeah, as Chris Murray, the OG say, can't bet against yourself. So I'm taking the Titans. I like it to go over. Like Bino, he be like, oh, I'm gonna keep my game under. I ain't got that courage this game. I like the over. It's gonna be back and forth, fast paced. But you know what? This guy can be slick too and try to control the game. So we got to be ready, for all phases of the game. So I like myself, and I like the over. All right, now it's time to roll over to the money and the rent. All right, what's your 14 parlay, Bus? And you're gonna put $100 down on it. What 4 teams? Or actually 4 overs and unders you gonna take?
Oh man. Hey, let's go to Bino first, man. Let me look through mine again.
All right, Bino. Who you got?
All right, here we go. I got the Chargers and the Chiefs over for sure. I got the Texans and the Bills over. I got the Eagles and the Cowboys over, and I got the Jets and the Saints over. Those are all locks for me. I mean, there's no way either one of them games is going under, man.
All right. Need a little more time, Bus? I can do
Nah,
mine.
let's
right.
get it. So I'm taking WFT, the Washington football team, and the Rams over. WFT winning. I'm taking the Hawks over the Titans over. Hawks winning. That's 2 games right there. I'm gonna take the Jets and the Saints over, and I'm taking the Jets. And man, my that's 3 games, right?
Mm-hmm.
My fourth game will be. My 4th game will be. God dang. Oh, hands down, Browns over in the Ravens. I'm putting extra on that.
Okay.
I can get my mortgage paid.
All right. Good takes. Well, on my 14 parlay, I got the Cardinals going under. I got Browns over. The Lions game going over. You know what? I'm gonna zoom into this Raiders game too, and I'm taking the under. I like this game go under. We'll see what happens though. Now, for the rent money, like Buzz said, you know what I'm saying? What's your $1,000 bet, Buzz? You putting up? Your $2,000 bet. Who you gonna put $2,000 on?
Who I'm putting $2,000 on?
Yeah, it's rent money.
Myself. If I gotta put $2,000 on, I'm betting on myself. WFT at the Rams over.
Over, man. How about you, Bino?
Yeah, I didn't like how you called it the Raiders game, so I'm gonna put money on myself as well in that Patriots game. Patriots over. Put more pressure on myself. Raiders game. That's the Patriots game. I think they even coming to the house, man. Patriots game.
Ooh.
Nah, I'm taking that one over for sure.
Oh man, Bino lit now.
Bino got something to prove now. Hey,
All right.
don't come to my house knocking on the door saying you need a place to stay. we ain't letting you in, player.
Oh man, but you know what? Know where my money going? My $2,000 is going on this Lions and Bears game. Gotta take that one. Gotta take that. Bears game. Over.
It sound like y'all about to be evicted, bro.
Hey, all I know, if I'm correct, the Bears even gave up 42 points to the Ravens. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. And the Lions, we'll see. He gives up a lot of points too.
Y'all know when y'all put a lot of money, y'all got to be, ready and confident.
Oh yeah.
So y'all confident, right?
We confident.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, all my calls for sure.
Hey, I hope y'all got some good stuff in your house, because when they put it on the side of the road, the bus is coming and picking it up. I'm telling you.
Oh man, I feel you, dog. You can have it all, But yeah, the trivia question of the day: who's gonna get the last pick right now? Because teams are changing, new owners, guys are stepping up, guys getting weaker. Who would be the last the DML team draft? Yeah, once we play the high stakes season and it's all said and done, who will be picked for 2?
Drum roll.
I'm gonna have to go with the big homie, man. I had to go with the big homie just because that division doing high stakes, I already know it's gonna be ultra competitive. I think the big homie has an excellent team, right? So it's not much that he really needs. I think it comes down to the gameplay, So I would have to take him being that in that division, because when you look at the other divisions, Squires and the Lions and other teams like that, and the Steelers, outside of the Steelers, you can make a competitive case for them other teams actually have a fight during high stakes. I can't make the same case with the big homie, and that's my dog, man. So I gotta go with the big homie on this one, man.
That's tough, man.
Okay, how about you, Bus?
Steelers, bro. I think the Steelers would be pick 32.
Woo.
I mean, big homie, bro. Big homie has won some games, man. I mean, you sure you don't want to go back to Bino and let him retract that statement?
I'm good, man. I'm gonna keep it rocking. It's either between skill trade or the big homie. And I know the big homie done win some games, but I just don't have him winning that much against y'all.
All right. Yeah.